Good evening. This is the Policy Committee. I'm going to call the meeting to order now at 6:33. Do we have any public comment? Okay, not seeing any. We'll move on to the approval of minutes. So we have the minutes from August 26th. Were there any corrections in the minutes or anything anyone wants to bring up now?
I didn't see it.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Okay, so tonight we just have 4 or 5 policies to discuss for future consideration. We're going to start with item number 2, policy 2265, because this one is the reason why we have some of those other ones to talk about as well.
Yep.
So that's the Title IX grievance procedure. And this policy is rewritten. And really the reason why it was rewritten is to address all sex discrimination complaints, not just sexual harassment. And so these are done through the Department of Education, correct, Dr. Barrett?
That's
This is
correct.
at the federal level,
Yep.
and then we just align our state laws to match this and all of our policies. So essentially, we're just exactly taking the policy from press and the recommendations for this policy, which, like I said, it's rewritten to address all sex discrimination complaints, not just sexual harassment. It clarifies the scope of sex discrimination and allows districts to use a single investigator or decision maker, which in the policy that everywhere I saw was updated for who would be handling some of those issues. Anything to add on the updates on this one? Dr. Barrett, did you have it?
No, I think, I appreciate doing them out of order because this is
Yeah.
kind of the reason for the changes to all the other ones. You know, when federal policy changes, you know, that's one of the things that drives some of our work at this level. So we're, I think, maybe just from an administrative side, we're well prepared to implement and follow these practices and, you know, frankly, that's what we do anyway,
Right.
right? So we're ready to do that and have been, but it'll be nice to have the policy formally reflect updated law, and we should be good to go from there.
Okay. Willard, any questions on that one?
No.
Nope. Okay, so then we'll go back to item 1, which is policy 2260. That's the uniform grievance procedure. So again, because the Title I grievance procedure changed, this policy then changes as well in response to regulations implementing Title IX.
Yeah.
So nothing else that stood out to me on that policy other than just aligning it with those regulations.
Agreed?
Okay, and then item 3, policy 510, staff development program. This again is updated, and that's around the training of our staff around some of the Title IX topics and what needs to happen in relation to that. So just making sure that we're having the right training and the right regulatory training in place for our staff. Okay, and then item 4, policy 720, harassments of students prohibited. Just some wording updated because of the updates to Title IX, but it was just minimal wording in that one, nothing too drastic there. And policy 7185, teen dating violence prohibited. Again, some updates because of the Title IX update and the policy there. So pretty straightforward on that, and once we approve these to move on to the board, and then once they're approved by the board, we'll be in line with the new Title IX changes. Any questions or discussion? Okay, well then, can I get a motion to move these on to the full board for approval?
So moved.
And then I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Perfect. I have no information to share at this time, and I don't think we have any outstanding policy cleanup. Was there anything anyone else had to share?
We don't have any outstanding policy cleanup, but we do have several more policies to review
Yes.
that, have been coming down the pipe from press. So at our next meeting, we'll have a whole new slew of policies that
Yeah.
we can talk through. A lot of that is kind of just general cleanup. But I think there'll be a few things that we'll have an opportunity to talk about at the next couple meetings. So, and we have enough, I think there's enough new policies that have come down to keep us busy for the next couple meetings, I think.
Yeah, see? Part of our strategy and intent was to break things up a little bit so we can make sure we were digging in where we needed to. So I think that will work out
Yes,
well.
I think so.
Okay, well then can I get a motion to adjourn?
So move, adjourn.
Second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.